Hi everyone, Alan Schimmel, DevOps.com, DevOps TV, and we're here in Las Vegas for IBM Think 2018. And I'm joined by my friend Eric Minick, all the way from Colorado, here to Vegas. Hey Eric, how are you?
Doing great. Not a bad flight. Not a bad flight.
No,
out
well,
to Vegas.
much better flight than me coming from Fort Lauderdale.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, we had a co-pilot who didn't show up.
Well, you only really need one.
I kept saying that. Well, actually, one of my associates, Parker, volunteered to be the co-pilot. Seems he didn't have a license, so they wouldn't accept him. He did stay in a Holiday Inn last night. But in any event, I noticed you have your red snazzy DevOps IBM shirt on.
I do. I brought last year's shirt. Celebrate the DevOps.
Cool, man.
It's good.
You know, as a representative of DevOps.com, of course, we appreciate that.
I'm on the right color for you.
Yeah,
okay.
red and DevOps.
Red and DevOps.
I couldn't pay you to wear that even. Good work, Eric. But all kidding aside, we're here to talk. Urban Code had some new product announcements this week or last week.
We did. So
What do
a week
we got?
ago, we announced IBM Urban Code Velocity.
Wow.
It's a good name, I think.
is.
And what we're doing with this initially is we're really trying to serve those DevOps transformation teams, right? You go across the enterprise, it's not little pockets of DevOps so
Not
much
anymore.
as there's someone whose job it is to make DevOps happen.
Yep.
And so they're using some of our other tools, and they have questions like, are we actually, improving our time to market, right? What's our cycle time from when a build comes in until that gets in production? Right, and so we're providing all that visibility so you can see that at the macro level across the enterprise and then drill in right down to the given project. See how long you're spending in each stage. I don't know,
That's
maybe
great.
it's QA that's taking longer than the rest. It's always QA. But yeah, we're
Unless
giving
you're
that
talking
visibility.
to the QA guys, then blame it on security.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the way it goes. But so it's really kind of DevOps metrics.
Yeah. So we're starting in Velocity with DevOps metrics. But yeah, that transformation team is who we're targeting.
And great. You know, it's funny. I've spoken to a few companies and a few other folks in the space. So, for instance, if you speak to the folks at Dora, Jez Humble and Nicole, not they claim, but their business is they'll do a survey of your team, and they can give you similar kinds of metrics, right? Where are you spending your stuff? And I don't disagree with, she's a PhD statistician. I'm not saying
Nicole is a very smart person.
no doubt about it. And so's Jez. But I kind of like the idea of having something a little more programmatic around it. Is that the right word?
Yeah, no, you got all the data, right? You've got work item data, and you know how that's flowing through. You've got your pipeline tools, and so you know when builds show up, and you know when they go to production. But is anyone looking in aggregate across the enterprise and say, how long does it take us to go from dev to prod?
Yeah.
Right? All the data's there. So we're pulling it together, mining that, giving you some really actionable
That's beautiful.
insights.
Couple of questions on that, Eric. Number one, what happens if I use a bunch of different tools? You still able to pull all in?
We're working very hard on that.
Okay. Well, that's a normal, obvious question, right?
So we started selfishly, right? We started
If you're
with our
using
own
Urban
stuff,
Code, right.
and then you can run it out. But yeah, we're trying to serve that transformation team, and we know that in any given enterprise, there's fragmentation, right?
Yeah.
Teams have different tool chains, and that's something we have to
Well,
solve.
so I think that's also a characteristic of pockets of DevOps as you move to DevOps end to end, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
As you move end to end, you generally standardize on tool sets, right? Because organizations, it's bad enough we have 12 different computer languages and 4 different platforms and 3 different clouds. I can't have 5 different continuous delivery.
Well, that's what I tell people.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, maybe you got a job for me then.
Because that's obviously what we want, right? Where do we differentiate most strongly in the market? Boy, our stuff scales, right? Urban Code Build, boy, we're going after Jenkins sprawl, where every development team has their own Jenkins. Like, no, put it all in one place. We'll knock it out. You can scale it. You can manage it centrally. Urban code deploy. We're in beta right now with some capabilities to handle, around 100,000 connected agents that you're deploying to. It's all about scale and getting people onto the platform quickly. Release is all about, hey, you're doing big releases where you've got applications that have a lot of pieces, and you got a lot of those applications, and they're all interrelated, and you need to manage that as it goes out. There's some scale there, and kind of managing that and wrapping your head around that. We had clients who are using Release. When we met them, had 1,000 people on call for their big quarterly releases, and we're helping with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that the DevOps is mainstream, and we're seeing, majority of organizations undertaking this transformation. But it's the guys who are going end to end who I think ultimately will determine who the winners and losers are in the DevOps market like that. Okay, so that's great.
Yeah, we're excited.
2 other areas I want to hit on with you, and then I'll let you go.
All
Number
right.
1, urban code and mainframes. I've been hearing a lot about it from the mainframe people, actually.
Oh, it's super hot, right? When we look at release automation.
You know what, Eric? If we can, I think I might have lost you here, and I'm just going to fix you up. There you go.
All right, get in and edit.
Hope the union doesn't get upset with me for doing that, but go ahead. So we're talking about mainframes.
Mainframes. Yeah, so a lot of teams started their DevOps journey on like web apps, right? And that's working. And they're going deeper. And mainframe is super hot, partially because it's what's next, partially because, hey, all those web systems, they're talking to transactional backends, right? Yep. And as they're going faster, they're pulling the backends to go faster with them. And so we're seeing these same practices that are proven safe, reliable, fast, coming back to the mainframe. So we've done a ton of great integration work there. Our agents run natively on the mainframe. We speak Z fluently. Yeah, it's great.
I mean, no kidding aside, I hear it from the mainframe customers and people.
Yeah.
That they're using urban code and they're doing DevOps on the mainframe, and they love it. They really do. All right, last question for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So Think is a new conference.
It is.
Kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of others. Give me 1 to 3 of your favorite things so far at Think this year.
Oh boy. So, I really appreciated the chairman's address, this concept of with AI, we need that to make people better and people to make AI better. It's man and machine is better than man or machine.
Okay.
Right? We're doing quality data to inform pipelines, right? Sometimes we're just going to automate the decisions that were part of the cab. The rest of the time, we're going to bring this, data to the people making those decisions and make their life easier. So I love that concept of, man and machine, human and machine, driving that forward. The enthusiasm I'm seeing around IBM Cloud Private is palpable. I love it. They're doing some really great work there. Kubernetes-based private cloud, and we're not messing with any of those Kubernetes APIs, right?
No, you shouldn't.
As a tool guy, it's just so easy. They said, when are you going to support Cloud Private? I'm like, I'm done.
It's Kubernetes.
The APIs are there.
Just my observation. I don't know why. Look, I get someone in marketing comes up with cool names.
Yeah.
But, why isn't Kubernetes front and center there? Or container or something.
In the name?
No, if not in the name, really prominent in the marketing of it.
I'll let you talk to my marketing guys.
Look, if I knew as much as them, I'd be working at IBM. Instead, I had to go start my own cake here to make a living.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Anyway, though, but yes, the Kubernetes aspect of it is real important. And I think over time, all kidding aside, over time the market will come to realize that when IBM talks about cloud private, it's their private Kubernetes platform, and if you want to be on a containerized infrastructure, but not in a public cloud, that's for you.
No, in all seriousness, we make it pretty easy to run Cloud Foundry on it.
Yeah.
You can connect out to VMs really seamlessly. So it is bigger than that, but that is the heart. And then the third thing that I love about this conference is genuinely that we did bring it together. Right? I'm in the DevOps space. I'm in how do you get change out the door? How do you keep it safe and fast? But what are you doing? What are these apps that we're changing? Right? Well, we're building new apps because there's blockchain, because machine learning is so hot, because all of these other things that are going on are happening. So what we're doing that I love is all the reasons why we're doing this acceleration are here with us.
Right.
And so that feels really good.
It does. Because I think before this, there was too much on just doing it for change's sake alone, not for the business drivers.
Hey,
Right? You're doing it because you could go faster. Okay, but what does go faster mean? Does it mean more money, more jingle in your pocket? Does it mean happier customers? What does it mean? How do you bring it into this big picture? And this is a big picture.
DevOps exists to help the business win.
Well said, my friend.
All right.
That's a good way to end this. Eric Minick, IBM Irving Code. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com, DevOps TV here at Think 2018 in Las Vegas. Have a great day.